Hello, everybody. Namaste. Myself, Dr. MaheshKoltame. I am working as an assistant professor at SNDT Women's University, Mumbai, India. Friends, the nature of 21st century world is complex, dynamic, digital interconnectedness. Now, virtual reality is a reality of 21st century life. 21st century learners are a very smart. These smart learners are a demanding smart education. In short, we can say smart education is in need of time. And the term smart education cannot be complete without virtual reality. So, in next 10 to 12 minutes, I'm going to present the concept of smart education and its and use of virtual reality to design 21st century smart education. First, we'll discuss the term smart education. Smart education is a model of learning based on digital means and learning skills. There are four components of smart education. Very first component is smart learners. Yes, learners are very essential in smart education. Learners who are able to learn new things themselves critically and collaboratively through digital means. These learners are smart learners. Learners who are able to use digital means and adopt digital modalities in a very efficient manner to learn new things, share ideas, collaborate, and solve their problems. These learners are a smart learner. Learners who are able to learn new things, reflect on them, use them, reconstruct them as per their changing needs and context. Those learners, we can say smart learners. Learners who have a essential learning and digital skills like critical thinking, problem solving, communication, collaboration, resilience, creative and innovative thinking, searching appropriate content through internet, selection, curation, etc. So many skills are essential and smart learners have these skills. Second component is smart learning facilitator. Teachers who know the educational value of technology and they are able to innovatively adopt and use digital tools and modalities to facilitate students' learning. Also, teachers who are capable to create and curate interactive digital learning resources and learning activities as per students' requirement or a need. Third component is smart teaching learning processes. This is very core component of whole educational processes. Individualized, flexible, self-paced, interactive, collaborative, visual and virtual experience-centered teaching learning processes are called smart teaching learning processes. Now, fourth and last component is smart classrooms and campuses. Beyond the four walls, physical or a virtual classrooms and campuses equipped with the digital devices and high-speed internet provide space for their innovative use. Learning, sharing, and collaboration is promoted in such campuses. Now, how virtual reality can use in smart education. Virtual reality is a computer generated environment that creates the immersive illusion that the user is somewhere else. Instead of only looking at the screen in front of them, virtual reality allows people to interact with an artificial three-dimensional environment through electronic devices that send and receive information like motion, sensors, and movement trackers. According to one study that looked at 1,000 students in three universities, the implementation of virtual reality in classrooms lead to student improving by a full letter grade. One of the main advantage of using virtual reality in education is that it rise students grades. It it rise students achievement level. Other benefits of virtual reality includes increased collaboration, cultural competence, and virtual reality can also help students build better habits. Indeed, according to recent research, after using virtual reality, people have been found to exercise more as well as show more empathy, among other things. Teacher can use this virtual reality technology in his classroom through simulation games. It is very useful to design and use virtual simulation game to teach subject like civic at the school level. Civic processes, interrelationship between civic institutions, their roles, etc. we can teach through the virtual reality simulated games. Student can also learn effectively. It is also useful to teach social morals and values through the stories or literature. Virtual field trip can also plan teacher. Field visit are considered a very useful for teaching history, geography, environment, education, etc. at the school level. But organizing it is a very costly and time consuming task. So, virtual field trip or a visit are becoming so popular nowadays because, in addition to providing immersive and engaging experiences, they are also accessible. Not every student may be able to join their classmates for the real world visit to a museum or outside the city, whether because of the disability or expenses. But with virtual reality, every student can go on the same trip at no cost because they don't require expensive transport and logistics. Virtual field trips are more cost effective for schools. So teacher can use virtual field trips. Another way of virtual reality, we use virtual labs. Virtual lab simulations gives STEM students the option of experimenting in million-dollar labs or mixing different chemicals in a virtual chemistry class without fear of blowing anything up in a real life. This is the beauty, and in a pandemic so many teachers are use such virtual labs. One more important use of virtual reality is occasional training. Friends, at the school level, unfortunately, occasional training is often getting secondary status. Real world occasional training is a bit difficult because of the lack of time, essential infrastructure, and safety concerns of young children. Here, we also use virtual reality can be a solution for this issue because it gives more opportunities to practice essential skills in a safe environment. For example, electricians can rewire a house with fewer safety hazards. Moreover, because train virtual materials. Finally, we can say virtual reality facilitates smart education at its various components, like it enrich the learning experiences of learners, facilitate continuous individualized assessment also, it support teacher to visualize complex content, processes and operations. It is also enrich self-learning resources. So, as a teacher, as an educator, we have to use virtual reality for our teaching. Thank you very much. Namaste.